Hey y'all, how is everybody? Scooter Mom, I hope you have a better night. It'll be good to see you on the replay crew. Let's go back to the top. Susan, hi, it's good to see you. Cricket, as always, it's lovely to see you. Chica, I'm glad to hear that you're finally feeling better. We have definitely missed your presence, so it is lovely that you are back. What else? Cat, how are you, Cat? It's very good to see you. How's everybody doing? I just realized I put on lip stain, but I did not put on any lip gloss. And I would like, please, to have lip gloss. So please give me a moment while I will find. Or not. Oh, there it is. You guys are really the best. Let me put on some lip gloss. And then, while I'm doing that, that's much better. That's much better. So what did you guys think of these two chapters? Thank you, Kat. Not fucking red. Not that there's not a thing wrong with red lipstick, but it is not red lipstick. That guy's still gonna annoy me. Jen. Exactly, Cricket. Jen girl, how you doing? It is good to see you. Let me toast you. I've been sitting outside today watching eldest son replace his brakes in my front drive because of course they live in an apartment complex and you can't do your own auto repair out in the drive at the apartment complex. So he's got to come over here to do it. She does strike again. She's striking everywhere. She is having so much fun with the hot sauce packets. I just can't believe it. So here's Zena Marlene to Pup. Indigo Twin, thank you so much. I saw you on Dusty's earlier, Indigo Twin. It was lovely to get to meet you finally. It's so nice when you actually see a person. When other people go live, it's really nice to be able to see them. Like Kat, I met Kat in person in Seattle, and knowing it's different. It's not better because, but even just seeing it just makes a difference. Yeah. That is so good of them, Jen. I'm glad that they paid you. That was really nice of them. Zenu Marlene. Oh, so I was finishing this story. So son is working on the brakes. Hi, Big Chief. How you doing? Eldest is working on his brakes and come to find out they need a tool that they don't have. So they had to run out to the auto parts store and get a tool. And when they ran out to the auto parts store, they came back with a Slurpee. Did she really? Just a tad more personal. Exactly, Kat. I that sounds excellent. I know she's been doing fun streams out in the community. There's a connection anyhow, Kat, but it does, and even, like seeing Indigo Twin on the screen makes a difference. I've talked to some of you in person, that makes a difference. But it's not like, I don't know that the difference is good or bad, it's just different. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Thank you to Jen for the gifted memberships again. Indeed. And I know everybody's subscribed to Jen, so it doesn't even make any sense to throw her channel up on the page. But just in case, let's make sure and do that, y'all. So they went to 7-Eleven and they came back home with a pina colada Slurpee. So I have a pina colada Slurpee with some rum, Chica. Pina colada Slurpee with some rum. I thought it was nice today too, Chica. I was actually watching when she did that. I was actually watching when she did that. Maybe brain fog and I should maybe we should make a clip that edits our two experiences side by side. It is not a beer, Cricket. It is a pina colada Slurpee with rum. Yeah, it is kind of tasty. Where did she order where did you order popcorn from, Indigo Twin? No, Cricket, I don't drink beer. You got actual groceries too? Good, Indigo Twin. She did not feature the double blind closing because there isn't really a video. I think for her to feature it in our Cricket, I think for her to feature it, I would need to make a clip that shows the first closing and then somehow shows the elapsed time and then shows me leaving and shows me coming around the block and finding the blinds open and stopping and making them close them again. And I am not a competent editor to create that kind of a visual story. I know that's the story that it needs to tell, which is farther than I usually get with things like this. But there isn't a video that quickly and easily says that, you know, I made him close the blinds on me. There's nothing that says that. Hold on just one moment, you guys. Mom is texting, and if I don't get back to her quickly, She will worry. You can't figure out how to make clips yet? Mr. Nice Guy, how are you doing? I have figured out how to make clips, Cricket, but what I need to do is download the video and actually edit it. And I am not a sufficient editor to really know how to make that work. I will do that, Cricket. I will do that. Mom is doing well. She arrived home safely and with all her luggage. I think that feature is on in my, I think that feature is on for me, Indigo Twin. I think so. So, you guys, I really have a hard time. Hi, Paolo. How are you? It's really good to see you. I really have a hard time knowing how to respond to this book. Are any of you feeling the same way? I'm just it really is. Oh, thank you. I got these. I got these at the garden store. I thought they were a lot of fun. They were difficult ones. The stark differences between the ranch and her mom's life. Thank you, Mr. Nice Guy. Her desire to spend time with her mom is heartbreaking. Her kindness, her refusal to abandon her friends. All of it is just and to put a child through that much grilling for the sins for the sins of their parent. I like, who tells their 12-year-old that they're having an affair? Fuck all. Come on. We're about to have yes, Cricket. I agree. I agree. But the stark difference in status, the perversion of normal teenage relationships, it was all coming down on these. Her mom, Chica, her mom was having an affair. Oh, did I go too far? Yep, there's a soda. Did I go too far? I might have gone too far, Chica. Sorry, spoilers. Let me check. Hold on. I went too far. Yes, I was suspicious of her new assistant too. I think I went too far. Salad and soda. Yes, there you go. That's a long chapter. Poor Teddy. Yeah, I might have gone too far, you guys. What was her name? Um, I can't remember her name. It's messed up that the adults had the children. Yes, he does love me. He does love me. Looking for her name. Sharni. Sharni. Yes, baby. Yes. It's interesting that it he's now got, you guys see it? He's going to have pink fur because he put his, you thought it was super messed up how Justin, yeah. No, Sharni. I thought it was super messed up how Justin treated her too, but I don't, I mean, I really, with the example these adults were setting, I don't know how you'd treat anybody any differently. Although Jenna seemed to manage to. Yeah, that would make sense, Chica. I think that's the case. I think that's the case. So, even helping Sharni, I felt like I was role playing a true staffer. Taking good care of the executives was certainly a prestigious post for Sharni, and she took it very seriously. And then she gets ordered to go to Disney World. Sharni went with her. The clay table then Every possible win. Yeah, Chica, I think you might be right. I mean, I can see how it was super messed up, but I can also see how he wouldn't know better, Indigo Twin. I think he's a better brother now. I don't know, when you're that afraid all the time. I mean, the way she writes this book, yeah, go subscribe to Indigo Twin, y'all. She's always in fear. After weeks, though, I hadn't reached the end phenomena and I was getting really sick of it. And then she was told she might have gone past it. I don't know. Everything, as soon as you get a sense of what's going on, they change the rules. It is so difficult. You're very welcome, Indigo Twin. Is that because soda's gone, brain fog? Or because you're done eating the salad? The pressure they put on Jenna to do these I know she was what 3 or 4 years younger than everybody. It's just weirdness. Like she knows she's supposed to be afraid of Uncle Dave. Um but Uncle Dave's doing almost like it feels almost like grooming in his interactions with her. When Orion, leave it be. Orion, out. This was just a really hard chapter, you guys. Yes, because he wants her to join the Sea Org, I would assume. It's just. Yeah, Kat. I'm like, I want to talk about it, guys, but I've got. Oh, which makes sense, Chica. What did I say that was good? I can never remember. Yeah, that part was good, Kat. And yes, I'm left going, I don't know what I don't know what I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to talk about. It's just the dichotomy between her treatment at one place and her treatment with her mother, and then finding out she's not staying with her mother. Oh, the grooming. Yeah, it's almost grooming. It was really weird. Punishing kids for wanting to kiss. I know. Even flirting. I mean, it just boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind. Right? And then Jenna goes back and I mean, it's destroying relationships, it's destroying friendships, it's destroying people's ability Right, Chica? Yeah. Yeah. I've never tried, Cat. My children have all been informed, male or female, that it is solely up to them to make sure that they don't get pregnant. Because it takes two to tango. So, being kind to Teddy would bring him to tears is, I mean, all of it just, it's so much. It's so much. Younger than everyone else on the course by 5 years. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. It's this one. I think it's left all of us going, what do we say? From going to be the most popular to totally being demeaned. Well, that, I mean, he was targeted because he was the most popular. Yes, indeed, Cricket. It's like, it's like Reese said, as long as her ex-husband says, as long as she behaved, then everything was fine. But if she misbehaves, she should expect to have the credit cards just turned off. Right, Chica? She wasn't having any of that. But it sounds like she decided really early on she wasn't going to betray a friend, which is a scary thing. A scary thing to decide. A scary thing to decide. Signal 66, I have. Why do you ask? Usually I do that with people who I know. Um, who I've interacted with for a while. I don't just do it out of the blue. You found my stream looking for panels? What are you looking for panels? Exactly, Chica. What are you looking for panels for, Signa? I'm shocked at the stand she's taking. But we also, I mean, we also need to remember, y'all. We also need to remember. Hold on, y'all. Well, Signal, we can have a conversation here, but I'm not going to open the panel up today. Hi, Adrian. How are you? Oh, well, stay here. You will learn. Hold on just a second, guys. I need to stop the camera for a minute. Signal, there's a lot you can learn about Scientology. We are currently reading Jenna Miscaviage's book, Beyond Belief. And it is her story of growing up and leaving the cult. She is the niece of the head of the Church of Scientology, David Miscavige. And so she brings an interesting perspective to what Scientology is and does, what it's about, what Scientology finds important. It's certainly a different perspective. And she was a young child. She was born into Scientology. And so she talks about her life growing up in Scientology and being part of the Scientology workforce, starting really late. So we will stay on topic exactly, Susan. Thank you for that little interlude, y'all. Jenna is a prime example, in your opinion, of how Scientology brings out bad behavior. It doesn't create it, at least not all the time. No, I think you're right, Kat. I think you're right. I think that, Sins of Scientology is an excellent channel to try out. If you'd like to hang out, Signal, you don't need to have read the book. Living like my mom in the Sea Org seemed to be a great dream, and I wanted to become just like her. She's like 11 at this time. She's like 11, and this is where she's talking. I mean, I suppose that's good. Absolutely nothing about Scientology. Well, listen on. We are talking about Jenna's life in Scientology. And how she was, well, listen up. We're talking about her life. And if you have questions, pipe in. But we are going to try and keep it on topic to the book. But certainly, we'd love to have you hang out, Signal. Yeah, I see that. I see that. It's just, it's sad because she was treated so poorly and then all of a sudden treated so good. I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. Like, but it's a child wanting to emulate their parent for the food they get and the living conditions. It is unaudible, Adrian. I mean, we're talking about a child admiring and somewhat envying their mother for their mother's food their mother's accommodations. Like, it's kind of gross if you think about it, right? You're very welcome, Adrian. How did you find us, Adrian? Xenu Marlene, everybody. Let's drop some Xenu Marlenes in the chat. It is way past time for a Xenu Marlene. With my little bit of pina colada Slurpee and rum left. Xenu Marlene, indeed. Indeed, Xenu Marlene. Hey, Dusty, how are you doing? It's so good to see you, sweetie. It was lovely. Papa Cat keeps talking about my Slurpee. It's a fancy Slurpee. Yes. Margarita. It's a fancy Slurpee with rum. In a fancy glass. Dusty, did you get a chance to listen to the chapters? I'm curious if you did. I'm curious what you think about them. Take care, Signal. You want without the rum? Go to the local 7-Eleven, Papa Cat. I don't know what else to tell you. They brought me home a big one. I split it with daughter number 4, child number 4. Not daughter number 4 because I don't have 4 daughters. I split it with child number 4. You'll take the rum with Papa Cat. Chica, you've got an excellent Chica. I had the pina colada thing, so I figured I'd put some rum in it. I was adding the rum. What you got, Bubba? Bring it here. Well, if you're not going to bring it here, I'm not going to D. Cricket, I'm with you. I'm with you. Just so many interesting little things. Exactly, you guys. You're hilarious. The dog ate your homework? Okay, Dusty. I'll just tell you, it was really difficult. It was really difficult. Justin ends up doing things that put her in lower conditions. Because of his tattling, Justin's tattling. I was assigned the lower condition of doubt, which meant I now had to do several weeks of amends before I could rejoin my group. Yeah, that was an interesting question, wasn't it, Chica? And his response was interesting, wasn't it? His response was really, really interesting. I found it yeah, she has to lower conditions means that you have to, guys, can somebody explain to Signal what lower conditions means? You have to do all kinds of extra work, and you have to run everywhere, and you can't speak without being spoken to, I believe. Love you, Cat. Take care. Oh, Cat, hold on. I gotta show you. Are you still here, Cat? I gotta show you the picture of my lilacs in there. Or maybe you saw it. Did you see the picture of my lilacs? Not like a ranking Signal. Give me just a second. You saw the picture? Or you're still here? Hold on. Let me find it. I replanted them and they look so nice. Those are my lilacs. I got those little planter boxes on Amazon, and I think they're excellent. But I wanted to show you I did some planting and gardening, Cat. Chica, for Signal. So what Jenna has to do, Signal, because she's in lower conditions, is she has to explain in writing what happened, why it was her fault, and what she did wrong, and get everybody else, the majority of everybody else, to sign off allowing her to return. Thank you, Kat. And she had to go back and repeat earlier trainings. She did. She did. They were they were a little harsh. So it was weeks of amends before I could rejoin my group. Because she is an adult in a child body. Mm-hmm. It's really disgusting. That's a Signal. That's the thing you really need to understand about Scientologists. At least it's the thing that really gets me is Scientologists truly believe that children are just adults in little bodies. So, according to them, children are just little adults. Adrian, thank you. Thank you. Dusty, if you go see her first, I'm going to be extra jelly. So that's what it means to make amends. Signal. Several weeks. I would love to see you guys together. I think it would be so much fun. I know, Dusty. I know it's much easier than coming here. I'm sorry I don't have a place for you to stay here, or I would totally invite you. But we do not have a spare room, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yes, this young woman is the niece of the leader of Scientology. I also ended up having to redo most of the Key to Life course. I'd go to the int base in the mornings to twin with a woman there, returning to the ranch when lunch was delivered. Thankfully, the key, that would be lovely, Dusty. Thankfully, the Key to Life was not as challenging the second time. Because I missed decks to do the course, I had to make them up in the afternoon. But it wasn't that bad because she got to work with Teddy. Sounds like it was lovely. And she began to realize the beauty of the ranch. Okay, Adrian, it is hard to keep up. It is hard to keep up. Have we dropped Dusty's link in the chat? Eva got jealous, and then lived on the ranch for how long and only then saw the beauty. Exactly. You did? Okay, Susan, thank you. Very serious allegation, out 2D. So, Signal, are you still here? Because I'm not going to explain this stuff if you're not still here, because everybody else understands it. So, do me a favor and pipe up if you're still here and you want me to explain what this next offense of being out 2D is. Keep in mind, Jen is how old at this point, y'all? She's still 11 or 12, isn't she? I can't recall. I can't keep up on how old she is. Any of you know how old she was when this thing went down with the out 2D relationship? It's okay. I call him Dustin when he's in trouble, Adrian. Dustin Soda Fountain! Just like that. Just like that. Okay, y'all. I'm out of the pina colada. So it's on to the soda and some vapes. Sounds like Signal isn't here anymore. We'll give him another moment to pipe up. Give them another moment to pipe up. This out 2D relationship. That would be an excellent idea, Chica. That would be an excellent idea. That's an idea we should take a note of and mention to her if she comes to one of the book club meetings, Chica. The next several days were a witch hunt, with all the kids anxious and worried they might be next. Young as we were, the definition of flirting was often misleading, and if you had a crush on someone or spent time with him, That was enough to raise questions, as it was considered unacceptable. They are lovely, aren't they, Adrian? She's killing it on YouTube. She's doing an amazing job. Chica, I have not, but I will. I will. It's a nerves thing. It's a scary thing for me to do. So I'll do it this week, I promise. So now I've made a commitment to you guys, so now I'll have to do it. That kind of sucks. I will email her this week. I find this really interesting. Chica, you're so kind. I still would have hung out with Corwin had it not been for the disclosure that he had also been flirting with my old friend Rebecca. You think she would want to come on, Susan? Well, that's really sweet of you. I think it would be good if we had... I am live.
What was that?
I am live.
Before that?
I was talking to the camera.
Oh, okay. I just have to pee.
Okay.
And I was coming to check on Favs.
How's Favs doing?
She's having a blast.
Good. How's the job coming?
I literally have to crawl underneath the car. Because all the bolts are in the back.
Okay. So how's the job coming?
I just got back from running home to grab tools.
Daddy didn't have tools?
Dad does not have a 13-inch crescent wrench here. 13-millimeter crescent wrench.
13-millimeter crescent wrench. Okay.
And Hannah's not in a place to bring it here.
And I'm live.
So,
okay.
I had to go get it.
I'm sorry it's going so crappily. Yeah. Susan, that's really kind of you. It sounds like it was totally applied to the boys too. Cricket. Number 3, what? Brain fog. I am... You guys know I can't remember the last thing I said. Number 1 child. Number 1 child is here this evening replacing their brakes. They need to replace their brakes on all 4 wheels. And the front wheels are already done, but the back wheels are difficult. They didn't have the proper crescent wrench, so child number 1 had to go drive home to go get the tool. It is... Hopefully they will get done before it gets dark. Let's cross our fingers, say a Hail Mary and a Zenu Marlene, y'all. They need to finish before dark, because their brakes are down at the end of their life. It's got to be done today, because they have to drive across town to work starting tomorrow. I would bet that Teddy and Eva did not get past some petting, if that. Right, Chica? I mean, Jiminy Christmas, how to ensure that your members never ever enjoy sex at all because they are so freaked out about shit. I Yeah, it's a lot. Eva and Teddy were in big trouble, although they were allowed to remain on the ranch and weren't sent to the RPF, which was standard. Um, Teddy had to endure being ostracized. Yes, yes, Chica. I I think what applies to Dave doesn't apply. Although they were married long before he was in charge. I don't know. I mean, it's clear that everybody was cheating on everybody around there. By the way, the story tells, marriages were disposable and people would just move from one marriage to the next like it was nothing. It's very strange. It's very strange. It's like passing spouses around. Let me try this one. Let me try that one. Let me try the next one. Very weird. Very weird. It was the ranch where all the kids were like sent to Alicia, Jenny, and many others. As was reading Alicia's community post, which she started telling each day or so what she went through. Yeah, that's what she's talking about, is being at the ranch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was going back and forth between the ranch and Flag in Florida. Yeah, divorced him after 10 years. It's just, I know there was another cult in the 70s and 80s and even into the 90s, I think, called Synanon. And um, at one point, the leader of Synanon told all the members they had to switch spouses because his wife had died and he had fallen in love with another woman. Um, and it was so enriching to him that he decided everybody needed to get a new spouse. And so he told everybody to switch spouses, and everybody did. Cults are just amazing. Some people got married under the age of 18 because it automatically made them emancipated from their parents or guardians. Um, in the church, you mean, Cricket? Because I don't think that their the guardianship of their parents generally meant much in the church. If their parents were in the Sea Org or they were cadets like Jenna, relationships of, yeah, I mean, I was watching Aaron right before I came on with you guys, and he was talking about Aaron Cairo's issues with Braille skateboarding in San Francisco and how stupid it is. It's how LRH treated all of his wives. Yes, it is, Cricket. Indeed, it is. Disposable. So I was saying something, but I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, that was way later than when my parents were in it. Synanon. Okay, your parents were in Synanon. Interesting, brain fog. I did not know that. I had a friend who was in Synanon when that happened. Interesting, Cricket. I did not know that. No, it was the Moonies, Adrian. You're not wrong. I remember that. I remember that. Synanon saved people's lives. There were people who swore, um, who were terrified that if they left Synanon, they'd go back to drugs. That there was, they had traded their drugs for Synanon. And that's what happened to my friend. She was married to a man who had been a drug addict out on the street, and she would have left at that moment. She would have left with him, but he was too terrified to leave. So they switched partners, just like Chuck said to. Also, if they get married younger, they're considered adult and can work more hours. Interesting, Susan. That makes sense. That makes sense. Cults are just creepy. Personally, I couldn't bring myself to feel the same condemnation toward Teddy that other people did. More than anything, I felt bad for him. I didn't look at him and see someone who'd hurt the group or disobeyed Scientology. I saw him as my brother's friend who'd always been nice to me. Your brother to the 70s, exactly. You called the addicts angels? I'm not sure what negated the war white robe, but they were. I know I hate autocorrect too, brain fog. I know you were trying to say something there. I love how uh Cricket calls it autocock rocket. Oh, about Cricket, you guys. I had an idea, and I put it out in a chat and it didn't get any take up. But it occurs to me that lots of people are canceling the cruise because Reese and Tommy aren't going. And Cricket has put a lot of work into this cruise, and she was probably standing to make a healthy commission, which is fine. She deserves to get paid for the work she does. The issue is that she's put in all the work, but now Scientology has robbed her of the fruits of her labor by instilling fear in the population. It's terrorism. It's terrorism, plain and simple. Whoever's doing it, whether it be Scientology or the Jesters or other people, it's terrorism against Reese, it's terrorism against Tommy, and it's terrorism against, and I probably shouldn't be saying that word. I'm probably going to get in trouble. But it's making people scared in order to get them to not do things. That's the definition of the T word. So it occurs to me maybe we should take up a community collection for Cricket because she's put so much time and energy into this. And she is not going to get to reap the rewards. Y'all got quiet. Brain fog. I thought you were gonna rewrite what you had said. Y'all still here? Y'all got all quiet all of a sudden. Do you think that that's silly? Okay. Well, I don't quite know how to do that. But I encourage. Oh, not this Cricket, Chica. Chica, you know, not this Cricket, right? The other Cricket. Uh, Chow Yun Smut, who was planning the. Chow Yun Smut's real name is Cricket. So, what do you guys think is the best way to do that? Is it just for us to all start encouraging people to head over Cricket's page and super chat her, or ask people to send her? What's the best way to get this started, y'all? Because I'd really, yeah, exactly, Cricket. Yeah, there are two, Chica. It's Chow Yun Smut. She's the one who was organizing the cruise. And because Reese and Tommy had to back out of the cruise, there are a bunch of other people backing out. And so that's really going to impact Chow Yun Smut's commission checks, unfortunately. And she's put so much work into it. It just doesn't seem fair for that sort of thing to happen to her. Sorry, Adrian, it's probably my fault. I don't blame Tommy or Reese one bit. There is a third Cricket who just goes by Cricket. So we've got Chow Yun Smut, who is actually Cricket. We've got Cricket Cinema, and we've got Cricket. Lovely. That's like all the gens. I don't blame Tommy and Reese, but I wish everyone else wouldn't leave. I do too. Yeah. We should Venmo or Cash App. So I encourage all y'all to go over and donate to Chow Yun Smut's Cash App. I am sure that, well, I can probably get it. Super Cats do take a big percentage. She doesn't have her Cash App listed on her page. I'm getting it right now. There you go. It's okay, Adrian. You were talking about Cheyenne Smut. Yeah. I mean, there's 10 of us in here. It's first time for the first Minnesota goodbye. Y'all didn't give me a Minnesota goodbye. Thank you, Chica. Thank you, Chica. That is a lot. Yeah, she's usually on really late for you, Chica. I know she did brain fog. I know. Well, she had not the whole cruise booked because the cruise ship is huge, but she had all of the rooms. She had the cruise was sold out. Yeah, I don't see it, Cricket. I don't see it. Does anybody remember who are the mods for Cricket? We should ask them. Yeah, whole section. hmm the room block that she had booked. Oh, she doesn't have any mods. Okay. Well, I'll just have to go drop a super chat and say something. Because I don't know. I don't know what else to do, guys. I am not well connected enough to make something happen. After being sniffed out and persecuted, we were not just wary about who we were seen with, we were even more careful about who we could trust. No, you didn't win. That's a great idea, Chica. Chica, that's actually an excellent idea. Natalie might appreciate that. I'll see if there's something we can do. Did you win? You won the first person to get here after the first Minnesota goodbye, Dusty. How are you doing, sweetie? It is good to see you. I am glad there are more people coming. We were just talking about something that I think is really, really important. So I will wait until more people get here and we can talk a little bit more about it. How was Poe? What did he have to say tonight? Child number 4?
Where is father?
Outside. Oh, father had to go to the boat.
Okay.
For tools.
Okay.
What do you need?
I was going to ask if he can take me to the store tomorrow to get the whole school supply thing.
I thought you didn't need a ride.
I don't need one. I don't want to walk.
Okay, here, I can do that.
Not today.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure out a time. It is a great idea, Adrian. It is a great idea. Yeah, this is the line that Kat was saying was the only one that really got her through these chapters. Everything I'd witnessed with Eva and Teddy had the opposite effect on me. Before the visit from the director of inspections, I'd sometimes wondered what I would do if I was put in a situation where a friend had done something bad and gotten in trouble with the group. Now, for the first time, I had my answer, and I was surprised at how quickly and naturally my reaction had come to me. No matter what was considered ethical or what Scientology would consider right, friends came first. Ostracizing myself was not something I could bring myself to do. Yeah, Chica, it's really, really awful. It's really awful. These kids were just kids. They weren't even teenagers. It's just. Uh, I'm trying to find how old they were, guys. Trying to find how old they were. I think it keeps coming to me that she's 11 during all of this. I'm looking for the age. I'm looking for the age. Yeah, I don't remember either. But I think they did right at the beginning. I thought they said something at the very beginning. Nope, no age. In the Dianet, no age, Chica. There is no age. In the Dianetics reading with Miss Kim, she lays the groundwork for a lot of this mind control stuff. Yeah, I bet she does, Cricket. I'll have to start watching her. What time is she doing? Because I know she's doing her readings on Sunday night as well. Do you know what time she's doing them? MLH. Man, it is good to see you. 3 p.m.? Okay, Susan. Earlier in the afternoon. It is good to see you where you've been. Did you take a vacation or did you take an enforced vacation? It's really good to see you. Really good to see you. I don't know, guys. That's about as much of this book as I can. These chapters. These chapters were just devastating. These chapters were just devastating. I'm thinking 12 or 13. Yeah, Chica. Oh, you meant LRH. He lays the groundwork in Dianetics. Got it. You're driving. Okay, MLH. It's still really good to see you, man. I would love to hear where you've been. I hope you had a lovely week off. MLH is an all star in this community, Dusty. Indeed, he is. Indeed, he is. I'm just thinking about all the conflict and division that has been in this community over the last 2 months, 3 months. It has been really, really difficult for everyone. I'm sure it's been difficult for all y'all watching it. So I just want to send love to everybody in the community, in hopes that we can start uh, finding ways to resolve this rift and work towards the end goal together, rather than feeling like there's a right way or a wrong way to do it. And also understand that people get to draw boundaries, that that's a reasonable thing to do. I think she's still here. No, Adrian, Chichicana is different than Cubana Chica. I get that feeling too, Chica. I think Liz Gale had some really good things to say. Um, I think a lot of people are just getting over it and going forward. Brain Fog Dusty wants to know if you're still here. I think you are. You had a red light, MLH? I love red lights when I'm listening to a stream and driving. What about October? Classes start in October. I will be teaching twice a week. What do you want to know what I think about October? I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Dusty West Coast tour. I can probably make that work. Okay, MLH, there was a quick visit. Much longer next time, man. Hugs. October is goth month? What does that mean, brain fog? Much love to you. It's good to see you, man. I'm glad you're back. Ah, okay. Tell Bernie hugs. We missed you guys last night, MLH. I saw everybody missed you. Halloween? I can't believe it's almost August, y'all. This summer has gone so fast. It has to be late October. My anniversary is usually the first or second weekend. Right, Cricket? I'm that way too. It has not served me well sometimes, but if you've been kind to me, I remember it. I think it's really important. September works for me. I forget you can fly at the drop of a hat, Dusty. You guys, you got special Minnesota goodbye icons and you're not using them. Your birthday month. When's your birthday, Dusty? The 18th. That's the day before my husband's birthday. That's the day before my husband's birthday, Dusty. I didn't know you were a Virgo. You're going to be 54 in August, Adrian? Yeah, I always think I'm 18 too. My kids don't like it much. They think I ought to act my age. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm going to be 57 in December. And December is coming up awfully quick. The 26th of this month? No, next month of August or of September. You've been 4 times, Dusty. Pardon me, y'all. The 26th of September, Cricket? Does that make you a what's your sign, Cricket? Tell me. You've been 4 times, Dusty. I think 4 times might be enough. We are acting our age. It's the surroundings that have changed. That's true, brain fog. That is true. I keep telling my children that we were raised in a completely different culture, and this is culture shock. And we are doing our best at accommodating to a completely different culture. And Dusty, that's a lot of eating, man. That's a lot of eating. How many Portland restaurants are you going to want to eat at? Because the Portland restaurants are pretty fancy too. Where do you want to eat, Dusty? I'm curious. You guys, I've never been to Alcatraz. The 26th of August. Okay, Cricket. Wow. Very nice. So you're a Leo, Cricket? That must have been a nice visit. I bet your cousin enjoyed it. We are definitely brain fog. We are definitely visitors from another planet. That is for sure. Okay, guys. Give me some Minnesota goodbye emojis. Your Portland restaurants are your aunts and your cousins' houses? That sounds excellent, brain fog. They must be good cooks. There are some excellent restaurants in Portland. I just don't keep up on the Portland food scene. But I do keep up enough to know that Portland has highly, highly rated restaurants out there. My poor eldest. My son is having to drive out to where his tools are. My husband is having to drive out to where his tools are. It's like a 45-minute drive each way. Ah, you're a Virgo too, Cricket. Okay, you're right. August 26th is a Virgo. It's a little late to be a Leo. September in the West Coast is usually nice weather. I'll be less available that weekend, Dusty, because it'll be hubby's birthday. You're a Leo, Adrian. I like Leos. I like Virgos too. My husband's a Virgo. You guys, where's the Minnesota goodbye emoji? Come on. Give me one, give me one. There it is, that one. Your full house Aquarius, brain fog? I'm a full house Sag. Sun, moon, and rising, all in Sag. I've never met another. Thank you, Dusty. Thank you for the Minnesota goodbye. It's the second Minnesota goodbye. We'll see who shows up. We'll see who shows up. Where's everybody else from Pose, Dusty? I've never met anybody else who was a full house of any sign, brain fog. That's really interesting. My mom's an Aquarius. It doesn't surprise me you're an Aquarius. You're totally and utterly eccentric. And if you're a full house Aquarius, yeah, exactly. They're old, went to bed. Okay, Dusty. Okay, they're all on the East Coast and it's late there. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Yeah, I'm a triple Sag. Your eccentricity, yeah, it makes sense. You're a full house Aquarius, brain fog. That's hilarious. I'm going to have to tell my mom. How do you get the emojis on her phone? Adrian, so you have a sun sign, but you also have, if you draw your full chart, then you have something called a rising sign. And your rising sign is kind of the sign you present as, what people think you are. And then you have what's called a moon, and your moon can be in different houses, and the houses are the different, so all the planets can be in different houses, and all the planets mean something different. And so it's important what house a different planet is tells you about the issues around that are related to that house. Um, so people who know a little bit about astrology will often know their rising sign and where their moon is. And people who know a lot about astrology will know things like where Uranus is, where Mars is, where Venus is, what houses they're in, if that makes any sense. And so, what Brain Fog is saying is that her rising sign and her sun sign and her moon sign are all in the same sign, which is not something that happens very often. Okay, now you guys are just having fun. Cricket, you found them. I was going to answer how do we get them on your phone, but you found them. Yeah, Adrian, you can just do a search on make your birth chart, draw my birth chart, or uh, astrology birth chart, and you'll find a website. You need to know. Yes, it does make brain fog completely weird in an excellent way. Yes, it does. Um, you need to know the time you were born and the location. Um, so that is how you need to know your birth date, your birth time, and your birth location. Really, Cricket, you had to pick that one? That's a dad joke if I ever heard one. I said it. Y'all heard me where Uranus is. I want me some of that Uranus fudge that Reese and everybody else is always getting. It's more important where Venus is. Venus rules love. You want me to get your chart done, Dusty? My mom's a professional astrologer. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a pen. It does make you completely weird. I told you. I got it, Dusty. I got it.
I gotta write it down though, because I'm not gonna come back to the chat and find it. And that means I need to find a pen and a paper.
Atoya, Sid. How are you doing, Sid? What year, Dusty? Sid, it's nice to meet you. Welcome in. Okay. I'll get it done for you, Dusty. I'll get it done. You're going to have to tell me what you think. You're going to have to tell me what you think. So I don't think the Minnesota goodbye. Well, Sid gets the prize for being the first person in after the second Minnesota goodbye. It will be fun, Dusty. You'll learn a lot. They're a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, he's younger than me too, brain fog. Sid must have hit up the. I mean, he gave me a thumbs up. Then he got quiet. Boy, it's been quiet in here, you guys. This chapter was difficult. This chapter was really difficult. (1969) was an eventful year. No, I'm not old like Poe. Janelle, how you doing? It is good to see you, as always. Welcome in. Nah, you like making an entrance. You like making an entrance. I can understand that. How are you doing? Astrology, Adrian. You're hilarious, Janelle. It's called an astrology reading. Uploading and hustling. Good, Janelle. Good. What are you uploading? I have been, well, I've told this story. I've been sitting with my son who is trying to fix his brakes. Poor kid. I think that's where I'm going back out after we're done. It is coming up time for a third Minnesota goodbye, y'all. And the over-under tonight may be 3 Minnesota goodbyes. Because I'm getting tired. These two chapters were a lot. You have to be useful for something. You are totally okay, Adrian. Interesting. I'd be curious to know what it is.
Janelle, you're useful even without anti-COS work. Our cousin said a few times today, 94. It's just a number, but it's a big number. It is. It is. You are blessed. You are very blessed. I have many relatives I wish made it to 90, let alone 80. I wish they'd made it to 80, 85. 94 is amazing. It's amazing. My therapist's grandma is like 103. And yeah, that's about how old my grandma would be if she was still around. I really miss her. It's hard to lose people. It's hard to lose people no matter how you lose them. Pardon me, y'all. It's hard to lose people no matter how you lose them. You know what I haven't checked today, y'all? Let's do this while we're here. This is an interesting thing to check. Let me see if it's turned over yet. Numerology. Yes, they do start with the birthday in numerology. Not yet, you guys. I am still, you see, 39, 32. I thought maybe it might show up. Mindfulness art stuff. Cool. That is a lot of mileage on one carcass. My understanding is she's happy and mobile and living her best life. So I think if I was still living my best life, I wouldn't mind it very much. I wouldn't mind it very much. So it should only be a day or two, maybe a few more, because I took so much time off the last 3 weeks. But it should only be a few days until my counter clicks over to that 4,000 watch hour mark, guys. And I think that's so exciting. Should we have a celebration? Orion. You guys haven't seen Orion today. You got to see Soda, but not Orion. Oh, and I guess my understanding is Mindy is coming back to Portland. Right, Janelle? Right. So hopefully, I am hopeful that I will get a chance to meet her this next week. Soda was at the beginning, Dusty. I don't know where Soda is right now. Not anywhere visible. Janelle, out of my mouth means it out of my head. I forgot what I said that you heard. I don't know what I'm going to do with my brain, y'all. Oh, party. It's numerology. You also give your name and date of birth. Yes, Adrian. Yeah, it is numerology. Ah, Mindy in Portland. You heard that too. Okay, Janelle. Yeah, it would be nice to it would be nice to meet up with her if possible. I sent her a message, so we shall see. You want to have a party? Okay, we will have a party. It's going to be coming up soon because if you look at my rolling watch hours, which are not the verified watch hours, it takes them like 5 days to verify. But if you look at my rolling watch hours, I'm way over. So it should only be a few days until we have the party. But I will wait. I will wait and schedule it um, once we've passed the. I have worked hard. Thank you, Janelle. Now I have to. Now I just have to knock out 50 more subscribers. So we can make that happen. We can make that happen. Soda is in Catland. Maybe waiting to be fed because hubby, I'm not sure if hubby fed them before he left to go get the tools. We gonna have a DJ? Will you DJ, Dusty? Your ex was into numerology. It didn't make him a better boyfriend. Aha. I see, Cricket. I don't know, Dusty. Should we have a DJ? Maybe I should have people come up on screen with me. I don't do that very often. Janelle, he is talking about making a trip to San Francisco and Portland in late September, if we are lucky. Dusty has the ability to fly anywhere. He worked for an airline. You still work for an airline, don't you, Dusty? It will be cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Excuse me for a moment, guys. That was my vape I just threw on the floor. You want to be the DJ, Dusty? I am so excited about getting the new computer set up and being able to work on a project. No, it's not good to drop it on the floor, actually. It's probably a bad idea. I picked it up and it rolled off the end of the floor. Have a big panel party? I'd have to wrestle it up at the last minute, though, Dusty. Unless I just want to make it like next weekend, but you're going to be gone next weekend. You guys, you're not going to be able to join a panel party from LA. So maybe I'll wait. I know. You're never using a headset again? Okay, brain fog. Why not witch, cricket? I forget everything. Janelle, what I'm thinking is maybe wait to do the panel until I get the full monetization and make that the big cool thing for when I get my full for when I get my full monetization. That might be the thing to do then. But that still leaves us with the question of what to do to celebrate the 4,000 watch hours. I didn't think I would have this problem. I thought that I'd get them both at about the same time. So you guys, it would be a great party, brain fog. Let's do that big party with people on panels. Let's do that when I get fully monetized. I would love to celebrate that with everybody. That way. I think that's what I would like. And this 4,000 watch hour can be just a quieter one. Cuz it's not, I mean, it's a big deal. I have worked hard for it. But it doesn't count really until I get the other one. Adrian, you have been fine. We have enjoyed your presence. You are welcome anytime. We do not require, I accept the dog ate my homework excuses. We don't require people to have read the book. You like the jump on in model for YouTube because it's so incomprehensible and resistant to logic? Yes. Yes, Janelle. I've had to just do it. I didn't know how to do it. When I started, I didn't know what I was doing. And really, the only way to do YouTube is to jump in and do YouTube. Unless you went to film school, in which case you've got a head start. Robert, you are the first person to show up after the third Minnesota goodbye. Exactly, Janelle. Exactly. I watch and see what you guys like and what you don't like, what gets more views. Pay attention to all of it. Robert, you win the trophy tonight for being the first person after the third Minnesota goodbye. Howard, that was your plan? You planned it that way? See, I knew that prize would come with a bad problem attached to it. I knew that it would come with a problem attached to it. Y'all would try to show up late just to win the trophy. That is not the way it was supposed to work, Robert. Although, to be honest, right now, it's not the watch hours I need. It is the subscriptions. It's the subscriptions. That is what I need. Yes, it is absolutely. The audiobook is just fine, Adrian. And it is a low pressure hangout here. As you can see, we do almost as much chatting as we do talking about the book. And this particular week, the book was really hard. Was really hard. I know, Robert. You are the best, sweetheart. You are really the best. I know you would if you could, dear. You guys are amazing. I think my first payment is coming in the next day or two. And once I get that, push out more content, the shorts are bringing in subs. Yeah, Janelle, I could work on that. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to go back and do the clips, but I know that's what I need to do. It's like I was saying earlier today. Somebody asked if Natalie had really shown that I shut the org down twice. And I said no, she hasn't shown that. Because there really isn't a video about that. What I need to do is I need to clip and make a video showing me arriving, and then showing the blinds coming down, and then showing the time elapsing and me leaving and coming back, and then showing the blinds come down again. And I know that's what it needs to be, and it needs to be, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. Oh, Adrian, several people are doing the audiobook. Really don't she mentioned, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. I could have missed it, Janelle. She mentioned what I heard that she mentioned was that they opened the door onto me. That's what I heard she mentioned, but I didn't hear she mentioned that I got them to pull the blinds twice, because I don't know that I haven't sent her anything about it, because I don't know how to I'm not sure how to make that into a clip. I have to edit too much. I am not an editor. Of all the things that I am, an editor is not one of them. So, but maybe I'll work on it. Yeah, that makes sense, Janelle. Robert, would you like to do it? I would love you to do it. Do you know what I'm talking about? The story I mean that there needs to be? That would be lovely if you did it. That would mean the world to me, Robert. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Well, but Janelle, it has to be like 6 different timestamps, because there was like an hour between when they pulled the blinds the first time and when they pulled the blinds the second time. You think I could just give her those 2 timestamps? I suppose I could do that too. I know, but I hate those vertical shorts, Cricket. Oh my goodness, I loathe them. I loathe them. Loathe. Thursday, I think, Robert. Thursday, if I recall correctly. Yes, it was Thursday, because it was on the way home from dropping my mom at the airport. I have considered going. Is she really, Janelle? Okay, well, Robert said he'd do it, so let's do that and make it easier for her. Which way do I want it, y'all? I probably want the damn thing vertical. Damn it. I mean, you could cut it vertical. We could have it vertical and horizontal. It's the same cuts. It's just doing it twice. I mean, once you do it the first time, I could probably copy what you did and do it a second time in horizontal. That's what I think about the damn change to vertical. I hate it. What is the deal with the push? Well, Robert, I probably thought I'd do both. Is that okay? Adrian, I hate the vertical streams. I hate them with a passion. Make a clip piece with narration. Robert can do it. Thank you, Robert. I'll go vertical for clips. You decided to stop wasting your energy fighting it? Just a little vertical on the side? Okay, Cricket. Bleh. Fucking vertical. Okay. It is past the 4th Minnesota goodbye, y'all. I am really appreciative of y'all hanging out with me tonight. Y'all mean the world to me. I know, Cricket, but why do I need to translate to Instagram and TikTok? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I hate it in vertical mode. It looks awful. They do move. You've got 10 views on your video and 80 on the short. Okay, Dusty. What are you... Oh, packing for the trip. Okay, you get back to packing, sweetie. Let us know when you're coming to San Francisco and Portland. I will mark it off on my calendar. The last week in September, school starts, Dusty. I know, Janelle. Why do you want me to be a grown-up? That is not the way it's supposed to be. I don't want to be a grown-up. I would rather stomp my feet and have a tantrum. Okay, y'all. Past the 4th Minnesota goodbye. What are you thinking about this nice streak in my hair? I'm kind of liking it. I may leave it there. I don't know if I want to get it colored. Okay, y'all. It is late. My poor eldest is still fighting with his car. I should go out and see if I can offer any help. I know, Adrian. They are awful. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming. I will see you next time. And until then, take really good care of yourselves, okay? Because you're really important.